These come along together. So when you consider the price of the 100 free downloads that you're getting, plus Celine Dion's brand new DVD, Through the Eyes of the World, that's included on here already, all of a sudden, the little device itself costs you a couple of dollars.
I know, right? It's amazing. But we do have Celine Dion on the phone. She's calling us today. Celine, welcome, and we're so glad you took a minute to say hi to us today.
Hi, Chris. Hi, guys. How are you?
We're great. Well, I got to tell you, we're so excited, and the release date is May 11th of your brand new DVD.
Okay.
It must have been crazy having cameras around all the time.
Well, it was crazy to start with because for the first few weeks, obviously we noticed that everybody were there, kind of like cameras on us all the time. But I also have to admit that not too long after that, we got so used to have them surrounding us constantly that we forgot they were there. And I have to say that this is exactly when the time started to be magic, because, you know, when you want to capture magic, you can't constantly figure out, are they there, are they not there, they're looking at me, they're not. You have to forget they're there. And I think that's why it worked, because they were with us for more than a year, and we became friends, and every second there were things happening, and we forgot they were surrounding us with cameras.
So that's why it looks so natural. I mean, it really does. I mean, I love it.
And also knowing at the same time that these footage and those pictures were, to start with, was just for us to bring back home. It was just for a personal souvenir. But when we found out and we looked at it, and we thought it was a treasure, and we said, you know, I think we should share it, and I think we should bring it out.
See, I mean, it's gorgeous. Matter of fact, Aaron and I both were just saying how much we've enjoyed watching it, and I was just telling Aaron before the show, I had a chance to see you out in Las Vegas for when you did your show out there.
Oh, great.
It was amazing, and I hear you're going to come back with a new one.
Yeah, we're coming back with a new show next year, March 15. I hope I can meet you there. And I
know. Yeah, Aaron and I will be there.
We'll be there. We can't wait.
Thanks a lot. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be just a brand new show, and going to be doing like tributes to the Warner Brothers movies, and we're going to have special effects, and there's going to be like, you know, like 37 musicians. It's going to be 37 musicians. Really another, I think, spectacular show. So I'm really looking forward to it.
I mean, your last show, it will be hard for you to top it, but I got to tell you, I'm sure you will.
I hope we're going to be able to. I'm sure we will. But you know, it's always amazing and fascinating that when you prepare an album or you prepare a tour, you think this is it. Okay, this is the big thing now. We can't do any better than that. And then not too long after that, we think, okay, no, that was great, but I think it's not to try to make it better. I think it's just to try to make something different.
Sure.
And I think this is what we're going to try to achieve again.
Oh, I cannot wait. Well, we were so excited, Aaron and I know Aaron was saying that his friend is actually from
Montreal.
Montreal,
yes, family in Montreal.
Great.
So every time we walk by the church downtown, we say, Celine was married there.
Oh, my God. So you guys have to organize a trip and come to Vegas when I'm there, and we can just do a little hello.
Done. We love it. You know, I loved watching your movie. Several of my friends and I went and we watched it. Celine, you went all over the world, and watching you with your dancers and with your family there. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the favorite places you visited and some of the things you did?
Oh, it was just an amazing adventure. My son was just discovering the world, and as a mom, discovering the world through his eyes was kind of like a wonderful and unique experience. My mom was there, and, you know, when we went to South Africa, it was spectacular for everyone. We met Mr. Mandela. That was extremely touching for all of us. Dubai was the first time as well. I've been touring to Japan before, Australia, China, Malaysia was the first time. But we went all over Europe, America, Canada. We did tour so much. But I have to say that it was, if I may say, I've toured before, but I think the fact that we made this tour, I think it was not only a memorable tour, but like a tour of a lifetime, because we made the best for it. Before, I used to just go do my focus, do my shows, come back home as quick as I could. But now that I could have my family with me, I had no stress. I knew I could see my mom, who raised a super large 14 kids. For the first time, she kind of came out of her house and say, "Oh, this is how the world looks like." I could feel so wonderful as a daughter to have my mom with me, and me as a mom to see my son having a great time doing safari, meeting wonderful people, buying a first professional camera in Japan. Like celebrating birthdays in Australia.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can go on and on and on
That's
and
awesome.
on. But it was just a very, very special tour.
Well, I am so glad that we got a chance that you got to share it with everybody. You know, I'm so glad that after you looked at the footage and you saw it, that you said, I have to share this, and that everyone has a chance to enjoy the show and everything else.
Well, you know, I've always been, I think you know that, guys, that I've always been sharing more than music with my fans.
You have.
And I thought that this was another way of having my fans even closer to understanding
what you do,
the pressure,
sure.
the joy, the stress, the worries, because yes, we have it's a luxurious life and it's so wonderful, and
it's
yes,
a lot
the
of work.
plane, and yes, the private I mean, everything is very wonderful, but there is times where we worry and we get sick. What do we do when you get sick and you have a show tonight?
Yeah.
It's not as easy to say, cancel the show, we'll do it tomorrow.
Right, you
tomorrow
can't.
you're going to Japan, honey, you won't be in Malaysia anymore. So it's like all sorts of things that are happening, and you know, for a lot of fans, maybe they wonder, how is she looking without makeup? How is it to travel with her?
That's the worst.
To go in an airplane with her? I mean, it's nothing different than to be with somebody else.
I know.
But it was to give people kind of a VIP pass, if I may say.
Right, and for a year.
That's what it felt like.
That's right, for more than a year.
Watching you and watching your children and the children of some of your backup singers and sort of watching you guys interact like a family, I just can't wait for everybody to get this home and see that for themselves. It really was extraordinary.
Thank you so much.
Well, we
had
love
such a great
you.
time.
Well, we are so excited that we have a chance for everyone to see that when they get the Sony today. So they'll send it out. They'll get it May 11th, which is your release date. And I hope everyone has a chance to enjoy it as much as we have. We got to see of course, we get to see it early because we're here. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me. It was wonderful to talk with both of you guys.
You too.
And thank you for what you do. And we're watching you.
All right. Thanks, Celine. You have a good night.
You too, guys. Bye-bye.
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 So
wow,
awesome.
Pretty cool.
I know.
She's amazing.
I got goosebumps.
So genuine and so kind.
I know, but you know, and that's what is so cool. I mean, she really shows that. When you see this, when you watch this DVD, you are going to see not only what an amazing performer she is, but you also get to know her as a person too. And I think as you listen to her, you realize what a kind, warm person. I think she's always come across that way in the public eye anyway, but it really is neat that you're going to have that. And then, on top of having that amazing DVD, you're going to get 100 downloads as well. And Aaron and I both talked about what an amazing value when you talk about the price of the DVD, the price of the music, and then to get the MP3 player.
Everything else, the MP3 player, the video player. So I want to walk you through the device, through the Sony Walkman. Sony, of course, these are the people that originated music on the go. You know, these are you remember your first Sony Walkman, your Discman, you remember your tape player. This has so much more. First of all, an FM radio built in, not just an FM radio, but when you're playing the radio, if there's a song that you love or if there's a show that you love, you can record. You see that? I'll hold that real still so you can see that says record. You can actually record live radio directly to your device. And with 16 gigabytes built in, you're talking about being able to record about 4,000 of your favorite songs or listen to or download up to 4,000 songs on this. There's a voice recorder, which is amazing. That video recorder, of course, Celine's concert, her DVD, Through the Eyes of the World, is preloaded on here and ready to go for you. But any of your movies that you want to download, or your YouTube videos, or your favorite videos from your camcorder, something we haven't mentioned yet. I'm just going to hold this up a little higher next to my microphone. This is a built-in speaker on it as well. So if you're listening to your favorite music or watching your favorite movies or whatever it is, you know, in the past with most MP3 players, you could only use your earbuds. But this has the built-in speaker as well. fabulous. You know, you can imagine at the beach or on a picnic or those sorts of things. And the same thing, of course, when you're watching your photos or listening to your music. It's so dynamic. But Chris, I think what's really key about it as well, it's extraordinarily easy to use. Very, very user-friendly.
No question. And, you know, and think about, we're talking Sony. I mean, look at the names that teamed up. I mean, obviously, Celine, to be able to team up with Sony with this, I mean, she's obviously a powerhouse entertainer, and she has picked Sony to team up to do this. And then HSN has teamed up. And then with the over 250,000 tracks that are available, you're going to be able to choose from people like Celine or Justin or Michael Jackson or Bob Dylan or Beyonce, Usher. All of the top songs are available, and you can put literally 100 additional songs on this. But here's the thing, just like Aaron said, this is also 100 songs, period, no matter where you want to put them. You can give $100. I mean, usually most downloads are $1 a piece. Right. That's how we figure it. Sure. So we're talking $100 of downloads we're giving you, which is amazing. And then you're getting the DVD that you just heard Celine Dion talking about that's coming out May 11th. It's going to be on here as well. So if you want to divide it up, if you want it, you want to give this as a gift. There's graduations, there's Mother's Day, there's Father's Day, there's so many different things that's coming up. It makes it so affordable. And with your HSN card or your HSN MasterCard, we can give you a fourth